Hey everyone, it's Lainey. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I am going to be showing you step by step how to create a Crayon Insert Valentine's Day card. I will place all the measurements that I use in the description box below this video. And the materials that I have here, I've got the brayer tool, which is just personal preference, the light grip mat in blue because we are using cardstock. The green mat is for vinyl. And then I've got my Cricut Joy pens here, which are compatible with the new Cricut Joy Xtra machine. And I also have some crayons here so I can show you how to insert the crayon into the Valentine's Day card. Now, if you do not have the pen set, no worries. You can just simply use the black pen that came with your machine. But before we jump in Cricut Design Space, I want to notate that there's a little bit of glitching going on when I am screen recording. I'm not sure what's going on, but I just wanted to let you know that it is going to be fixed, and just bear with this video. It's not too bad, but I just wanted to let you know that I know, and I am working behind the scenes to get that fixed. So let's just go ahead and jump in Cricut Design Space and start building our card. All right, so here we are in the canvas, and I have changed the background color of the canvas. I will link a video down below showing you how to change your grid system here and your color if you don't know how to do so. But I just went over to the left-hand side toolbar here and clicked on shapes, and I pulled a circle, a square, and scrolled down. I am a subscription member, so this is included, but I also pulled this open-ended circle here. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this to white. This is acting as our card base, and we're going to cut this on white cardstock. So I like to just change the colors of what I'm working with so it's more realistic to what I'm making, right? Okay, so our card base here, which is 4 by 5 inches, and I will be sure to include all the measurements for this down below. So as I said, this is going to be a custom card, and I am taking this open-ended circle here, which is already sized accordingly, and this circle here, and this is what is going to hold the crayon itself. Okay, so just trying to get this centered. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and attach that so nothing shifts, and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to press Control D on my keyboard to duplicate that. If you don't want to use your keyboard, the duplicate button is above the layers panel right here. Alrighty, so, and there'll be something like this, right? Let's move this over just a bit, and, well, one second. All right, so now moving the crayon inserts onto the card base like so, and making sure that it has room on the sides here because the card base is going to be cut out, and then this line is going to be a cut, and then this circle is going to be a cut as well, okay? And if you're unsure of what is going to happen, your operation type is right here. You can see that it is a basic cut, or you can go over to your layers panel and look at each layer and notate what it is stating, and it is all basic cut like it needs to be. But if it wasn't, just click on that layer and change it up in the top toolbar. Alrighty, so our card base, trying to make sure that's even. Okay, so now we want to insert an image, and we're going to use the pen for this. So let's go ahead and select images. And let's see, let's just type in hearts. Okay, so this is all the hearts, but because we're using the pen, I want to change the operation type to draw. So over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to let's select draw only. And now these are all drawn files, which are going to be compatible with the pen. So I'm just going to look through here and find which one I want. And this would be a cute one. And I could change the color even as well with the Happy Valentine's Day. You know, I think I want this one right here. So let's go ahead and add that to the canvas. And I need to size this down. And over here in the layers panel, it is saying that it is not supported by the Joy Xtra. What I can do here is I have a layer selected, and I'm going to go up to the pen, and what it is saying, I need to select the color of the pen. So these hearts, let's go ahead and select black. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so now you can see in the layers panel that that error message has been removed, and up in the operation we have the pen and the black pen selected. Now it has another section of hearts, and I'm going to do the same thing. Select the black color pen, and now we've got the little confetti in the hearts. You know what? I don't want that layer, so I am just going to go ahead and delete that. It is selected. I'm going to go up to the top here and click on that trash can, and it just removes those little accents in that heart. And it is just wanting us to select that black pen for these little hearts. And that is a double heart, and I'm just going through and selecting that black pen for each of these little error messages, and I'm doing so because there's no pen selected. But for the Happy Valentine's Day text, once we get down to that, I will actually change that to a different color. Okay, so here's the two layers that say the Happy Valentine's Day. I don't think I want it to say it twice, so let's go ahead and remove that bottom one. Let's delete that, and we'll just have it just like this. And once more, let's go to the layers panel and select the Happy Valentine's Day text. And the pen is already selected in black, but let's go ahead and change that to Berry Berry. Okay, and there you have it. So what I'm going to do now is select all of it, and it is already attached. And now placing it on my card base and sizing it accordingly, and making sure that it is aligned. And now let's add some text. So going to the text tool, I'm going to move this over so I can see, and what I want to type is from Gemma. And you could do to and from, but for this card I'm just going to do from. And going up to the font styles, what I want is the writing tool. So it says here single layer writing. Let's type in writing here and see what pops up. Okay, so let's find a cute font. All right, so I typed in pen in the search bar, and I found this one here, Penmanship. So now we have this changed, and sizing this down, and let's move it onto our card. Okay, so now we have that position. I'm going to click on that, and up here in the toolbar it says the font is Penmanship and the style is regular. Let's drop that down, and I'm going to go down to writing, and that is going to be for the pen. Okay, and now let's go ahead and select all of this and attach it. And the reason that you want to do this before you make it is because when you click make it up here, everything is going to shift around, and it is going to separate on different mats. It's going to separate the drawn files from the cut files, and you want all of this together. You want the drawn on top of the cut files. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and make it. My Joy Xtra is already selected as well. And we are going to use a mat today because we are using cardstock. And here you can see that it is all together. This is exactly what it's going to look like once it's drawn and cut out from the Cricut. And just to double check, over here in the left hand side it says pen and basic cut. So let's go ahead and select continue. Okay, so now my Cricut Joy Xtra is connected via Bluetooth, as you can see right here. Now we need to go through these steps, and the first step is to set the base material. These here are materials that I have bookmarked, but let's go ahead and browse all materials so I can show you. What you're going to be looking under is the cardstock. And it has a light cardstock, medium, which is 80 pounds, 65 pounds, and then the heavy. What I'm using today is 110 pound cardstock, and it doesn't have an option for 110. But I've already done a test cut, and this setting works. So I'm going to select heavy cardstock here and click done. And now it says load tools and materials. So the first thing is to load the black pen in the clamp, and then we will load our mat into the machine. And then coming up, it states that we'll change it to the very berry pen and then the fine point blade. So it is going to draw in black and then draw in the berry color, and then we will remove the pen and place the blade into the pen insert. Okay, so now let's go ahead and switch to the overhead camera and prep our materials and load our machine. Okay, so I have my Cricut Joy pens here, which are compatible with the new Cricut Joy Xtra. And the first thing we need to do, per the instructions, is to load the black pen. And this is brand new. If you are in search of some pens, I found these at Target for $24.99, I believe. And it's a 30 count, and it is the 0.4 millimeters. Target was the best price that I could find currently. I know Cricut online has specials, but I just wanted to let you know that Target's pricing for these in particular are really good. Okay, so the first thing is to load the black pen as the instructions say. So I'm just going to open that clamp and remove the blade, and then open our pen, put the cap on the top so nothing rolls around and gets lost. And it's super simple. It just slides right in, and then you'll close the clamp. We have the Cricut Joy Xtra light grip mat, and we're using the light grip mat because we're using paper. So I'm going to remove this protective film and putting that film to the side, because once we are done, I want to put that back onto the mat so it protects the mat. All right, so lining that cardstock up and taking my brayer tool and just getting this pressed down. Okay, and now the machine says to load the mat in the machine. So let's go ahead and load it. And the first thing that it's going to do is register the mat size, and then the drawing will begin. Once the black is done, the computer will prompt me to switch the pen out. So it is registered the mat, and on the computer it says that I need to press go for the drawing to begin. So I'm going to do that on my computer screen. All right, so now it has stopped drawing, and the computer is saying set up for the next step. Now I need to load the very berry in the clamp. So let's remove this pen. Okay, and this is the very berry, and the names are on the pen. You can see there. Okay, repeating that process. Put it in the clamp, close it, and once more on the computer, I'm going to press go. Okay, once more, it has stopped drawing. Following the prompts on the computer screen, we need to remove our pen and now place our blade into the clamp. Close the clamp, and last time we're going to press go, and now it is going to cut the crayon inserts and the card base itself. So the blade cut everything twice, and that is because we had selected the heavy cardstock. It was just making sure that it was really getting cut through. So now The computer says to unload, so let's click unload. And now we have our card. So what I want to do is turn my mat over and bend my mat away from the paper. And you're doing this instead of pulling the paper away because you don't want to bend the paper and have the paper curve. So you bend the mat. Alrighty. And as you can see, there's leftovers. You could make probably, yeah, you could make 4 per 8.5 by 11 cardstock if you kept the measurements the same as the measurements that I will provide for you. So here are the crayon inserts, and I've got these pastel crayons here, and I purchased these from Dollar Tree actually. And let's see, we will just insert the crayon just like so. And there you have it, a personalized, customized Valentine's Day card for your kiddos to take to school. And you can customize this as you want. Just make sure that you're looking through files that are for the drawn only, and then the font that is for the writing. Okay guys, that is it. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow and for more people to see this helpful video. And I would love it if you joined the channel as well. I post Cricut tutorials, Cricut crafts, and paper crafts, including card making. I post a couple times a week. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.